Unaccompanied Alien Children (UAC) portal, a storm brewing over access granted to a Doge engineer. A firestorm of controversy is engulfing the Department of Health and Human Services (HHS), following the revelation that Kyle Schutt, a 38-year-old software engineer formerly employed by Dogecoin Doge, gained access to the highly sensitive UAC portal. This database, a treasure trove of intensely personal information on thousands of unaccompanied minors entering the United States, has sparked outrage among former officials and ignited a fierce debate about data security and the motives behind this access. The UAC portal is a digital vault containing an extraordinary amount of sensitive data. Each record holds a wealth of detail, including the children's mental health histories, therapy records, immigration documentation, photographs, and even the addresses of their family members. This intimate information paints a vivid portrait of each child's journey, often revealing harrowing experiences of trauma, including physical and sexual abuse. The vulnerability of these children, coupled with the potential for misuse of this data, renders the UAC portal an exceptionally sensitive target. The access granted to Schutt, a key figure within Elon Musk's Doge initiative, came to light through a discovery document filed on March 29 in a District of Columbia court. This document, part of a lawsuit initiated by the AFL-CIO and other labor groups aiming to halt Doge's access to sensitive government data, unveiled the extent of Doge's reach into government systems. The revelation of Schutt's access, first reported by NPR, has cast a long shadow over the already controversial activities of Doge within various government agencies. The timing of Schutt's access is particularly troubling. He was detailed to the Administration for Children and Families, ACF, at HHS on March 14, gaining access to the UAC portal just a week later. Coincidentally, the same day the administration terminated a contract providing legal representation to unaccompanied immigrant children. While no direct link has been established, the proximity and timing raises serious questions. A federal judge subsequently overturned the termination, highlighting the critical importance of legal aid for these vulnerable children. Two former HHS officials have expressed serious concerns about Schutt's access, emphasizing the UAC portal's unique nature. Unlike other systems accessed by Doge, the UAC portal lacks financial or employee records. Its sole purpose is to track unaccompanied children to ensure their well-being and facilitate their care. The former officials vehemently contend that the portal is an illogical target for cost-cutting efforts, a central claim of Musk's initiative. This controversy is further fueled by Musk's known anti-immigration stance. His outspoken views, coupled with his support for far-right, anti-immigration parties, raise serious questions about the underlying intentions behind Doge's access to the UAC portal. Musk's history of making misleading claims about undocumented immigrants adds another layer of complexity to this already contentious situation. His role as a senior advisor to the president and de facto leader of Doge only amplifies the concerns. The Trump administration's attempts to curtail legal aid for unaccompanied minors and its efforts to track these children for deportation purposes have further exacerbated anxieties surrounding the UAC portal. The fear of immigration enforcement, agents misusing the data, has been a long-standing concern among refugee and immigrant advocates, a fear intensified by reports of multiple ICE officials accessing the system. Doge's significant February cuts to a HHS watchdog office, responsible for visiting facilities housing child immigrants and handling complaints, have added fuel to the fire. Reducing the office staff from 7 to 3 has raised serious doubts about the administration's commitment to protecting the well-being of these vulnerable children. The discovery document also reveals that Schutt isn't the only Doge staffer with access to sensitive government data. Marco Alez, reinstated after resigning following reports linking him to a social media account promoting eugenics and racism, has gained access to multiple HHS databases, including a payment system for Medicare and Medicaid. This raises further alarm bells about the vetting processes and security protocols within Doge's operations. Schutt's $195,200 annual salary, the maximum allowed for most civilian federal employees, further underscores the high stakes involved in this controversy. The fact that he worked on a Republican campaign fundraising platform before joining Doge adds another layer to the ongoing scrutiny. The situation surrounding the UAC portal and Doge's access is far from resolved. The lawsuit continues, and the implications of this data breach, intentional or otherwise, are potentially catastrophic for the thousands of vulnerable children whose sensitive information is at risk. The question remains, what were the true motives behind granting access to this highly sensitive data, and what measures will be taken to ensure the protection of these children's privacy and well-being? The answers remain elusive, leaving a trail of unanswered questions and a growing sense of unease.